Here's why you play Fuzi in the Clash Lane in Honor of Kings. First off, he has excellent crowd control, allowing him to pull enemies in and restrict their movements. He's incredibly tanky due to his damage reduction and sustain, making him hard to take down. Fuzi also has strong engage potential, as his skills allow him to initiate fights and lock down enemies. However, Fuzi has limited mobility outside of his ultimate, making it difficult for him to escape bad situations. He's also skill dependent, as he relies heavily on landing his abilities to be effective in fights. Fuzi's passive ability, Ancient Wisdom. Fuzi's basic attacks increase the instruct value by 1 point, stacking up to 5 points. When fully stacked, he gains an enhancement effect that lasts for 5 seconds. The enhancement effect increases his movement speed and attack speed, while basic attacks deal additional true damage. Each attack also reduces the cooldown of his first skill and second skill. Fuzi's first skill, Corporal Punishment, swings his ruler, pulling the first enemy hit toward him while dealing physical damage and reducing their movement speed for a few seconds. This skill is a great tool for catching enemies and setting up further attacks. Fuzi's second skill, Intuition, temporarily increases his movement speed and reduces damage taken. If he is hit by a basic attack during this time, he reflects a portion of the damage back and slows the attacker. His passive effect also grants a chance for basic attacks to hit twice, making him stronger in trades. Fuzi's ultimate, Sage's Might, dashes forward, dealing physical damage and binding the first enemy hero he hits to a lantern. The bound enemy cannot leave the lantern's range for a few seconds, and their damage output is reduced. This ability is excellent for isolating key enemies and disrupting their positioning. A typical skill combo for Fuzi is to start with his first skill to pull an enemy in, then use ultimate to bind them within the lantern's range. Follow up with his second skill to gain damage reduction and apply basic attacks for extra damage. Moving on to builds, Agilely built Boots of Fortitude, Sparked Forged Dagger, Doomsday, Blood Rage, Shadow Reaper, and finally Ominous Premonition. These are the arcanas that go along with this build. As for common skills, the best common skills for Fuzi in my opinion are Flash or Intimidate. Flash helps Fuzi reposition or chase enemies, and Intimidate reduces an enemy damage output, making him even tankier in fights. Fuzi is strong against heroes that rely on movement or dashes to escape, as his crowd control can lock them down. He also counters basic attack heavy heroes due to his damage reflection. However, Fuzi is weak against heroes with high burst damage or multiple mobility skills that allow them to escape his engage. You should upgrade and max first skill first with second skill as backup. Most importantly, upgrade the ultimate whenever available. Fuzi thrives in extended fights where he can fully stack his passive and use his skills multiple times. Try to engage with his first skill to disrupt enemy positioning, and follow up with his ultimate to keep them locked in place. Position yourself in the middle of fights to maximize your damage reflection and tankiness. Make sure to use your second skill wisely when expecting heavy damage, as the damage reduction can help you survive. Lastly, always look for key enemies to isolate with your ultimate, as removing a priority target from a fight can heavily shift the battle in your team's favor.